It says fits most taps. Bet you the tap I want it to fit on isn't included in most taps. Up YouTube, welcome back to the channel, for anyone new, I am Dan. I post day in the life videos with tips and tricks and stuff like that, advice, every Sunday and Tuesday. So before we get into it, make sure you've clicked subscribe and rung that little notification bell to get all notifications when we've posted. So this is my first day back after being away. I got back yesterday morning on no sleep, managed to sleep a bit last night. We're feeling it today. I'm about 2 weeks in front of your videos, so you'll be watching this in 2 weeks' time. We've got a mixed bag of jobs today, a lot of them in, so I'm just going to be doing a little short day in the life with bits of each job if possible. Hope you enjoy it. See you in there. Oh, and also I got my analyzer back from calibration, so I sent that in whilst I was away as it was due. A 358 cane. Most of you will know that I don't have much faith in this analyzer. Cane seems to have gone a bit backward instead of going forward. This has been in for a couple of times for repair for O2 sensors, and it's only, is it a year old? So yeah, I've lost a bit of confidence in this. So we'll see how it goes after now it's been calibrated. If not, it'll be going for sale and I'll have to be going for a different brand. Why me? First job. So far so good. But it started off well after it had been repaired last time, and it did about a week and then started playing silly buggers. Nice and dusty in here. I'll show you how to do the condensate trap on these, which is quite straightforward anyway, but we're just undoing that nut off there, get a bucket underneath because it'll dump out the rest of the water. But then I'll show you a little tip for what I do when putting them back in, because they are known for leaking afterwards. Oh my god. Got a little plumber down here, catch any water. I'm gonna need 2 hands for this, I think. Not so much in it, they never seem to catch a lot of the boxes. Get that rinse out. A bit of lubricant on the o-ring to stop it snatching is my little tip. Otherwise they tend to leak. So that's job number 1 done. Just a routine service, 6-year-old baxi that. And next one is, I believe I'm changing a shower cartridge that the customer supplied. Get down! What are you doing, man? It's not my cat, but it's the customer's. So this is what here, change cartridge in this. Like I said, the customer supplied it. Hopefully it's the right one. A lot of little bits. Well, that's just broke, so that's not ideal. Really missing circlip pliers now. Have them at home, not in the van. Absolutely balling. Hopefully them 3. Line up with them 3. Just gotta put this stuff back in following these instructions. There's something here about replacing this o-ring, which is this one. And it is in here, right at the back.
Not that late, but it was 2.5 hours phone call.
That's what I think it is. So I'll flick that out now. Try and get the new one in. Weapon of choice. Come on, you little bugger. I broke it, but it don't matter. It's rock hard. Great, can you put the old one against the new one? Make sure it's definitely the same. Try and get that back into its old hole, which is not the one it's in now. Sometimes you better just not looking. That's her in. Lube that up. Throw the piston in. Apparently. Although I don't sit very flush. And spring at the back of that. I'm guessing I've got to lube these O-rings up and force it in. He says. A load of silicone grease under that spring, just try and hold it in position, because every time I put it in, it just wants to drop out. With great difficulty and brute force, we got it in. Nip all these up. Don't over tighten them, just do them opposites so it pulls back nice and square. Beautiful. One cover back on. Hands are full of silicone grease, so it's not helping. Put that new circlip on in there. Now for the thermostat side. All I'm doing is following instructions on this. Flat spot just at the top there. Another flat spot here. So that's where we're going to be lining that up with. That little bugger was a pig. It took me about half an hour to get in, just get pinging back out. I don't know how they expect you to get that in. Right. So I turn that, see 30 there, 38 there. Stops in the stopper, you got to press that in to go hotter. Don't sound too clever though at all. Get the water on and see what happens, I think. I've had enough. And breathe. The reason why it was making the horrible crunching noise, grinding noise after the thermostatic button was because I had the handle in the wrong place. But I only knew that when I turned the water back on and could test the hot and cold to it. So that's that done. I'm an hour late for my next job now because I only allowed an hour to change that cartridge. So yeah, this one is a call out to no hot water. I'm hoping it's just loss of pressure. That's what I'm hoping, because I need to now catch up, otherwise we're going to be working late. Apologise for the lighting in here. It's absolutely pitch black. There is light, so I can't find the switch. We've got an error code E09, which on this Remira, or Baxi Avanza, it's a Remira. It's low pressure. Oh, great. A good start. I recommend changing that filling loop. One and a half bar, that should do us. Get that shut off. reset, see what happens. That's not a reset. Hopefully that should be it. Go around the radiator, seeing if there's any leaks, and advise that we change that filling loop. Yeah, I think you got a hole in the radiator.
Sell by date, it's got out it.
It must have.
Radiator.
It must have. We'll get it measured up and order you a new one. Well, as you can see on that one, it was I was called out to a leaking radiator, which it's actually got a pinhole at the back of the radiator where the valve, where the panel itself meets the convector, and it's been spot welded. It's gone there. It's not that old, that radiator either, very strange. But what I'll do now is I'll get that priced up for a new one and swap it next week. Next one is change some bath taps. So turned up to the bath tap changing, gets there, walks in the door, there's a bath tap on the stairs and a basin tap with a pop-up waste, an actual lever one. I'm not there to change the basin tap, I'm only there to change the bath tap. It's only allowed an hour. I said, what's... Oh, if you've got time, will you change them as well? Right, okay. Goes upstairs to where the bath is. It's tiled in. I'll show you in a bit, but it's got like a framed mosaic tiled panel all around it. You can't get to the bath taps. So I said, I can't change them. She moaned. Anyway, it's a single lever one. Screwfix do this. Little plastic tap cartridge. They do one for basins and one for bath taps, kitchen taps, etc. It says fits most taps. Bet you the tap I want it to fit on isn't included in most taps. So as you can see, there's absolutely no chance I could get to them. I did contemplate cutting out a hole in this cupboard to see if I could get up to it, but that sounds like too much like hard work. So I'll shut the water off now, remove this cap, get our Allen keys, some blue one, little grub screw inside here, which I'm no longer confined with one hand. There we go. Take that out, that off. Undo this big metal nut with the grips. And hope to God that it's going to be the right one. Although it doesn't look like the right one, so I'm not holding my breath. No way. It's miles bigger. Miles bigger than that. Can you even see on box? Wonder why it's passing though. Probably have to put this one back in now and see if I can find a proper replacement for it. That's never going to work, was it? Look at the size difference. As you can see, it was the wrong one. But there is a name on the tap. She got it from Bath Store in Wigan, which I believe is shut down now, which is what she said. So yeah, there's a name on the tap. Neostral or something like that. So I'll get that punched into Google. I've just thrown an Allen key on the floor that I didn't realise was in the pocket. I'll get that punched into Google tonight and see if we can find this cartridge. Next job, landlords check with a boiler and a hob. I'm not going to film. 1, it's boring. 2, I've had enough. So thanks very much for watching, guys. Sorry we're ending on a depressing note, but it's been one of them days where I can't get anything done. And I'll just get rolled on to next week. Catch you on the next one.